All right, there we go. Now we're getting live. How's it going, everyone? Sorry, I am late. I had to buy some concert tickets, and they went on sale right when I decided I was starting this live stream. So now here we are, and I secured my concert tickets, and now we can hack into some Kubernetes. So thanks everyone for joining. I actually need to pull up just a second here. I forgot StreamYard doesn't give me notifications. Oh boy. How's it going, Logan? It doesn't give me notifications for chat everywhere. So, okay, that's fine. Let's see here. I'm gonna get a drink. And if you are not familiar with what we're doing today we are hacking into some Kubernetes. And we are doing that with a CTF game put on by WIZ, WIZ.io. I'm just gonna throw them in the chat just so that everyone can go check them out. They do security stuff. And there you can see what they do. But they've been doing these CTFs, and they did one for K8s last year, and I did that one, and I actually they gave out cool shirts if you completed it. And so I have a live stream for the K8s cluster games, is what it was called. And then I threw a edited version into my Ship It's podcast feed. So if you want to check out just the answers, you can find them there. The full live stream where I fumbled quite a bit more, you can also see. So we are going to try the Kubernetes specific one because the other one was EKS specific, and it has a lot of specific things about EKS and how EKS works and AWS works. And this one's supposed to be just Kubernetes, and we're going to see how that goes. Let me pull in my screen here. There we go. So this is it, the K8s LAN party.com, and I'll blow that up just a little bit. But I haven't done anything yet, so I roughly know what to expect based on the last CTF, and here we go. So if anyone's there and feels free to give me any questions or tips, I will appreciate it because I'm not the best CTF player, but I enjoy doing them. All right, so let's see. Choose your challenge: finding neighbors, data leakage, recon, bypassing boundaries, lateral movements. DNSing with the stars. Shell access. Oh, my shell's down here. Oh, so I don't even need my terminal up. I'm just going to make this big. And does that disconnect? Oh, where'd it go? Oh, no. Oh, I minimized it. Come back. Come back, shell. There we go. Access to a compromised Kubernetes pod at the bottom of this page. And your next objective is to compromise other internal services further. As a warm-up, wait, why is this? It won't scroll down more. You utilize DNS scanning to uncover hidden internal services and obtain the flag. We have loaded your machine with DNS scan. Sweet. Good morning, Matt. How's it going, Dominic? To ease this process further, all flags. Yeah, this is the same as last time with, okay, so WIZ LAN party. So DNS scan is the tool that we have available. I am player. So we get a couple hints there if we want them. Let's just start with, I know DNS, oh, they even disabled a bunch of environment variables that we might get by default. So this is just basic stuff. We know where our Kubernetes endpoint is. We could probably find out where our name server is. So this is going to be core DNS here. Looks like we're still running in AWS no matter what, but this is not a EKS focused thing. Is that, and that's me, K8s LAN party service. So how does this work? DNS scan. DNS scan, no tab complete. Scan, there we go. Okay. So subnets or wildcard. If we get my current subnets, would that work? Let's see, 192.168.10.131. I have too many dots in there. Not enough numbers. Oh, I have to say something. But that's not my service subnets. If I look at my, that's going to be my pod. So that's my, but what is the services? Oh, I bet if I look at that, if I look at this again, because core DNS is going to be on the service subnet as opposed to my pod subnet. So difference there. 120.1, I don't know what it's going to be. Let's just try 24. Okay, it scanned something. I don't know what that actually did. I'm looking for a flag in DNS probably. I probably don't need invalid wildcard formats. Cider block. So do I have any other, are there any other flags to this? This is very basic. Okay. It only has a cider or wildcard. But where I don't have, it just gives me the progress bar. Okay, this is fun. Where's scans cider usage? But there's no output besides just there's no way to tell it like I want more verbose or give me something besides that loading bar. Parse input, wildcard to cider, generate IPs from cider. I feel like I'm giving it the wrong thing. Does that work? No. Okay. Nope. All right. So this is the only thing that works. And it scans 173 and then it stops. So if I, do I have a DNS lookup? Nope. DNS scan. Cider or wildcard. And this stops at 173. So if I did subnet 100, 120, 173 slash, what would be 32? No. 0 would be the first one, wouldn't it? Seg fault. probably not what we wanted there. 30? I got nothing. I get no progress bars out of those. I assumed it's just going, wait, I could look. It's just going to go in order, right? Increment IP. Yeah. So starting at 0 and going through. So when it ends at 173, my guess is that IP address 172, because it's starting at 0, has something at it. Let's see. Do I have curl? Nothing there. I'm assuming this isn't going to have actual service. But I'm making a lot of assumptions already that I probably shouldn't be. But already taking off the jacket, although I'm probably going to get cold again because it's cold in my office. I don't want to take a hint already. This is step number 1. But I feel like I'm already behind. Okay, so I need to scan it. Is there any tips in here? No. Yeah. So there's got to be, that's my service. I feel like there's going to be a service somewhere that has a flag in a namespace. But how do I get to it? Dig short. That's the IP. Do I have dig? Oh, we gotta have dig, right? Okay, I have dig. So let's try dig at that IP address. Oh, that was it. Nothing. Okay. Covered bases around 17. I mean, I could, like, this is dumb and probably not what we want to do, but for IP in sequence 0, is it space? I always forget. 2, 5, 4. Am I doing that right? That needs to be a subshell. Yeah, that works. For IP echo IP. Oh, do. Duh. Yeah, for loops are fun. Okay. Then we do this. Dig short 10.100.120.IP address. Done. Let dig go through all of them. Timed out on 34. Interesting. Nothing. What? Let me point to my name server. It's already there though. Oh, 34, the one that timed out, is of course my name server. None. What? Why is that not? Why is that not cooperating at all? At least do something. Okay. I know I need to do DNS scan. I know can I do double wildcards? It's a lot more IPs. We're going to go through more of them. I don't know why it just stops with the smaller cider. I would assume it'd keep going still, but it doesn't. Which again makes me think there's something. I don't know why it would crash or why it finishes. It's not even that it crashes. Is maybe my cider maybe it just runs out of IPs. Maybe the cider's not actually that big. Aha! Get flag service. Look at that. $136. $254. So I wasn't looking big enough. I wasn't looking at all the IPs I needed. So at some point it's going to still go through. Aha is right. I found something. So I'm guessing I can. Is my paste not going to work? Allow paste. 36, 254. There it is. Oh, by the way, don't watch this if you want to do this yourself. If you don't want the answers. My copy and paste has not been working and it's driving me crazy. Go down. Paste. Check. There we go. Success. Solve one more challenge and get a certificate. Oh, and I need to register if I want to be on the leaderboard. Finding neighbors. Oh, I can choose any challenge? Oh. So they're not in order. Cool. Sometimes we the only ones around. We should always be on guard against invisible sidecars reporting sensitive secrets. Cool. Sidecars. That's so let's just look at my environment again. Nothing particularly stands out here as far as it's just my normal IP addresses. Let's look at what my processes are. It looks like I have bash, but that's it. So there's no sidecar in my PID namespace. So I don't have any other sidecars running with me, but that still doesn't mean that they're not affecting me somehow or doing something else. Let's look at, oh, that's going to be not fun. I was looking at mount, see if I'm like sharing a namespace, like a mount namespace with someone. So this all looks pretty normal. The sidecar is going to come up and share some information with my pod. And now we need to just discover what is being shared, because obviously there's something leaking from that, according to this. Invisible sidecars. Invisible sidecars at Amazon, we called them hide cars, because you can actually put something sidecar like next to your process and not expose certain things. It was a lot of fun. I wish I need some music, don't I? I can't make this bigger. Oh, I can make it bigger. I'm sorry. Sorry for anyone that wasn't big enough. And let's drop it just below my picture there on the stream. Cool. But let me get some music going real fast. Party Rocks is my go-to streaming. That's not it. Party Rock. Isn't there streaming? What's it called? There's a streaming safe music. Man, I had it somewhere. This is really not. No, we're not going to get it. I just don't want to get the stream taken down because of live stream music. So, all right, we will sit in silence. Okay, so I'm still looking for something hidden next to my pod. I wonder. It's probably not the case, but sometimes, no, probably not there. Main places that stuff kind of leaks is either environment variables, network config, mount points. Don't want to use stream beats from Harris Heller. Chris, I don't know what that is. Where else do we get namespace or things that leak? Because a sidecar can mount in a bunch of stuff. Let's see what docs they gave me. Yeah. Restart policy. There is the downward API, but that would be no. So it's different. So this is oh, that's right. That's right. In new Kubernetes, it's their init containers with an always restart policy. They're not called sidecars anymore. They're still init containers. Want them to always restart. They're always running. But I'm not seeing any, there's no process running. It is royalty-free music. Are you sure, Chris? Harris Heller. What is this? Stream beats. All right. All right, let's try it. They're what? Chris, what is this? Do they have a playlist that would just, oh, this looks pretty all right, I have something. I don't even know if you can hear it, and it won't matter. Oh, I'm just looking at tail that right. It says rear controls all QoS. So I don't have anything in my kid namespace. There's nothing in my mount namespace. My network is scroll down. Where else? Yeah, dash. This probably is too deep for 15 process. 15 process is better than all. I'll do that again. Yeah, there's my 16. So mid one's bash, 16 is whatever command I'm running. So I don't see any other processes. Hearing me poorly now because of the music? Ah, I'm just gonna stop the music and you can tell me if that's better. Because I bet StreamYard is pulling in my music. Let me know if that's better. And I told you I was gonna get cold. You don't hear them. I wonder, I thought maybe yeah, I was thinking maybe StreamYard might be trying to like stream my music because I'm sharing my desktop, and so it's like, oh, you have audio playing. You should play that too. So sorry about that. So if I want music, I'm gonna have to do it on my own. Cool. Okay, so I was looking at proc, like maybe there's another process running, but there's not. So it's just PID1 is my bash process, and 16 was whatever I was running. It was the ls command. Thought maybe there's some process information there. Nothing there. Okay, where else can we look for sidecars? We looked at environment, we looked at mounts, we looked at processes, which again would show up in PS. What's user? That's interesting. I wonder why there's a user. I'm player. Okay. Is user in here? Oh, I have to make this. It's not scrolling all the way down. There we go. Okay, so I see my player, but I don't. Oh, Istio. Hello, Istio. Huh. Nice user ID there, Istio. I like it. Okay. Where if that's a user somewhere around here, then we got how do we discover Istio? How do we find what Istio is doing? I still don't know why there's a user, but I don't see news mail. It's funny to me how much of this, like, you don't need so much of that. What is bin? Bin's a user? Hold on a second. Do I have that? No. What the heck is bin? That's weird. It just seems weird. Games. Some of these make sense to me. Some of them do not. But Istio is probably the one we're after. But I don't know how to. But okay, wait. If I have Istio running, then I would need to export environment variable to use the proxy. Right? So but I don't have an environment variable for Istio. So Istio might be running and we're not using it. I don't use UCP. No, I don't. I don't even know, like, why are these users here? Like, I know mail, I know LP man, that you need a user for man. Okay. Wow. Yeah. This is fun. But okay, how do we understand, or how do we see what Istio is doing? Um, how about we debug? Let's just do debug sidecar. I don't want, no, because that's different. I don't want the debug sidecar. I want to, what is that? Oh, this is a sidecar container. Okay. Debug. How do we get to it? I don't know enough about how these get mounted in. And also the problem is a lot of this information is going to be out of date probably with the new. I mean, I guess it's still just a sidecar. I don't need DNS scan anymore. How do we get to it? I don't see any processes running, so we're not sharing a PID namespace. We're not sharing. We are sharing a user namespace. What, and why aren't you scrolling all the way down? I have to expand it all the way. There we go. What if we do? Yes, I know that's. I get more user information with. Oh wait, where's the user's home? Home Istio, but that doesn't exist. Home Istio is not there. Where else is user information stored on Linux? Do I have find? Find Istio. Name. Nothing with Istio, which is stuff I can't access. Can I? Oh, the no new privileges flag is set. I should just read it. Can I switch user to Istio? Oh, there's a password set. I mean, there's not actually a password set, because if we look at so this has yes. Shadow. I don't have access to get to Shadow. All right. Now we're sitting down. Okay, I actually need to move. Realizing my monitor was, I have a lower monitor, which is a drawing tablet. So when I draw on it, I move it closer and tilt it down. And I was looking overhead really far. So it's a little further away. Okay, so we know we have Istio here. We know it's all gonna be default sudo. What are you? You're default, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, root. That's just the default readme, I'm sure. So I can't elevate privileges. I can't switch user because it has a no password set, or I don't even have no login. So I can't switch to the user, at least not by the default means. What else could I do? We know what it is. What is Istio? How does Istio mount into our system? Transparent traffic hijacking. Yeah, but that's going to be the environment variable, right? Man, these allergies. Oh, I didn't take my allergy medicine today. That's why my eyes are already burning. It's cool. Excuse me. All right. Container port. Oh, do we have any open ports? Can I see ports? No, I don't have net. Oh, I always forget the net command. Hold on. Entry point, product page. Envoy proxy Istio. IP tables. That's a good one. Do I have an Istio command? No. IP tables. I don't have IP tables. Can't find it there. Manipulation. But I can't do this from within the pod. Here's my flow. 127006. How does that? Oh, that's still IP tables flow. I don't have access to any of that. I don't have access to the environment rules. I'm going to take a hint. What's my hint? Are you sure you want to reveal hint 1? Cost points, yes. Shares the same lifecycle resource and network namespace as the main container. So it is in the network namespace. The sidecar containers. Well, I know it's Istio. How do I look at my network namespace? This is going to give me just general IP info. Network environments, policies, virtual ETH. How do I... There's a file system path for it. Oh. Network. Process PID NSNet. That's it. Nope. Proc PID NS network. I don't have a file command. Symlink to that. Wherever that is the network socket file. This is PID. Wait, is there anything else in there? Time user. Can I? None of them are. Well, let's do cat. Doesn't work on any of them. Network namespaces. Sys to proc PID net. So network namespaces isolate to Unix. Proxysnet. That's not gonna. Trying to see if there's anything that looks like Envoy, Istio, proxy in here that might have information about what we're doing. Bridge. Okay. Nothing that jumps out to me there. And they said we're in the same network namespace. LSNS? What is that command? I never heard of that one. LSNS. Ooh, that's fun. I like that one. Net. How does this work? Ooh, this is a fun command. List, no headings, output, print process namespace, raw. Namespace type, there we go. LSNS type net. Okay, now what do I do with it? Number of processes is my bash and that command that I just ran. How do I explore it more? Even ones that are only process running. Proc PID net. Nope. NetNS list. Let's see what that shows me. Nothing. What? Okay, cool. And this is going to be the same thing, right? Wait. Oh, that's right. I don't care. I'm not in Docker. Huh. No, I'm not stuck already. I can't be stuck already. Obviously, I don't have as much experience with sidecars as I maybe would have thought. Where else could I look? All right, I'm just take the other hint. Fluid TCP dump. Oh, that is a big hint. Oh, okay. Oops, not you. Okay. There it is. Reporting service. Going out to a reporting service. But is that my... So that's a local service? Going out to that IP port. Is that me? What's up, Sebastian? I am stuck on the second one, the latter. No, finding neighbors. I know I have a sidecar, an SDO sidecar. I know I'm sharing the network namespace. I got to the point. I just took the second hint because I was stuck, and the first hint was not super helpful. But since TCP dumps on here, now I'm looking at where I'm making connections to. So this is me, right? 1019 calling this reporting service at local. Do I have dig? Okay. That's not helpful. If I look at TCP dump, it's just that over and over again. I'm making connections to it. Reporting service, K8s LAN. Now what do I do with it? Oh, okay. And I'm looking for something that's leaked. What is making that connection, though? I guess it doesn't matter too much, right? There's got to be something. If I do no numbers, is that... Will that get me the don't resolve numbers? Okay. What is that? On port 80. My IP was what? 1019. So I got this. There's me calling out to this 123, which has to be that endpoint. And so this is a Kubernetes service IP, because that 10.100, If I dig it, no, that's not what I want. If I look at it, it's, oh, that's DNS scan. Would that, do I have DNS scan still installed? Oh, subnet. Probably don't need this again, but yeah, that's just my reporting service. Okay, so that's the only thing I got. Okay, so we're talking to this one service that has a service IP. But what Istio is in the same network namespace as me. Istio must be making that request. It's making that request to the web port. When I curl it, it's nothing. All right, if I, nothing there for me. Yeah. Excuse me. There's my DNS requests. That's core DNS. This is me, because that's port 53. This one's port 80. 123. What do I do with that? What else can I do with that web service? I'm gonna, can I jump? I can, right? If I, okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Oh man, lateral movement. Apparently, new service mesh technologies hold unique appeal for ultra elite users, root users. What? New? Unique appeal for ultra elite users. With TCP dump, I should be able to see the contents of the HTTP requests. Ah, Matt, you're right. If I go back, does it go back? Does how do I, is it verbose? It's packet contents. Packet contents. It's been a while. TCP dump my old friend, an enemy. That's getting truncated. X. Aha, no. Talking to it there. That's a reply. Me sending information. That's me calling out to the service. This looks like the format, but not enough. That's a reply. Date, content type, text plain, envoy. Where is that? Oh, look at it. WIZ, K8s LAN party. Go. Oh, that's it. Good crime comes with a partner in a sidecar. Good crime comes with a partner in a sidecar. I'm gonna have to type that because I'm not gonna be able to copy that out. Oh, geez. Okay, wait, where'd you go? Is it just? Let's go a little bit bigger. Yeah. WIZ, K8s LAN party. Good. Not crime. Crime comes with in a sidecar. Did I get that right? In a sidecar wouldn't work. Yep. Okay. Check. Thank you, Matt. I would not have found that. It's been too long for TCP dump. Okay. Let's go. Where were we next? Boundaries? No, we were lateral movement. I think this is where we went. That was not where we went, but let's try it anyway. Where pods are being mutated by a foreign regime, one could abuse its bureaucracy and leak sensitive information from the administrative services. What is this? Webhooks are sent as post requests. Admission, case.io, group, serialized JSON. But wait, admission review. Like sensors from the administrative services. We have a policy, Caverno policy. Man, I have not done enough with Caverno, so fun. Apply flag to environment, namespace, inject environment vars in a pod. So this is telling me that there's a flag environment variable if I can get into this namespace or somehow see the environment from this namespace. So the ways I can do that are I could list the policies, which I probably don't have access to do. I don't have Kubernetes rights. RBAC is going to say I can't do that as a guess. I could get into a pod in that namespace and just list out my environment variable, and there'll be a flag there. It's going to be all pods in that environment. What else? What other ways I could get this environment? If I can get on a host, I could list the environment of all PIDs, which would have that for me. But this is specifically saying is bureaucracy and leaks sensitive information from administrative service. Administrative service that they call out here. I don't need this stuff anymore, right? Sidecar, dynamic admission controller. Specifically, this validating webhook configuration is where I got linked, right? Yeah. This probably gives me the whole pod spec. Probably comes back to me in this admission review, which would have the information. So if I get a admission webhook from a pod going into that namespace, I think I'd be able to inspect it, maybe. Some ideas. Okay. But again, I have not done a lot of this one. Just got bash. Got this. I'm in home. I don't have a cube file. I do have cube control. Starlight failed to allocate. Okay. Nodes is forbidden. User cannot list nodes. Alias K cube control. Step 1. K can. What's the K? What's the K can I? Auth can I list? Okay, I can see pod security policies. Self subject. Wait. Resources, non-resource URLs. Self-subjective reviews. That's interesting. I can create them. Pod security policy. Wait, I can get. Is this? No, let's go the other way. Can I get that? What is that? I can create these though. And that's probably bad. I'm just gonna if I know self-subject rules reviews and self-subject access reviews. The list may be incomplete. Webhook authorizer does not support rules. Okay. So what is this? Is it in here anywhere? No. Is this a Converno thing? Self-subject review. Oh, I don't read Chinese? Yes, Chinese. Sweet. Even better. Okay. Rules spec. No resource attributes. Create. Try run response. Huh. But I can't. Can I get them? I can create them. All right. And rules review. This is access review. Rules review. Status incomplete. Nothing, right? Yeah. All forbidden. Just to double check. Okay, so if we want to create a, but if I can create them, but I can't get them. So if I can't get them, how am I supposed to inspect it? I can use pod security policies. Okay. Versions ready. So I can only create these and I can only use these. I cannot get anything. So my information is not going to come from me getting something from the API server. So if I create this access reviews and rules reviews, I then would not be able to get information from it. That's interesting. But I can't get my webhooks. I can't get anything else that I might think. And I don't even see what namespace I'm in to know, because I'm not in this sensitive namespace. I'm not there. Webhook calls out to that. Injects that environment variable. How do I see that policy or see the admission review for that policy? Pods are being mutated by foreign administrative service. Where else could I go? I get that user again. I'm assuming that's just like a default thing that I spent too much time trying to figure out. I don't know what namespace I'm in. Do I still have DNS scan? I do. It's come in handy before, so maybe. And I don't know if these are supposed to be building on each other. Because I can select any scenario, I don't think they necessarily build on each other, but you know, as we learn new things, we try to apply them in new ways. Governo, hey, there you are. Cleanup controller. Service metrics. See, this is handy. Background controller metrics. And I did see that my auth allowed me to get not health checks. Wow. Okay. Can I list? Has liveliness, health, ready. I don't have any metrics endpoints, but I can get all of these. So if I do like a, how do I get the health of a service? Can I can't curl it, right? I can't. That doesn't make sense. Cluster local. Let's get the dot. There's a way in kube control to get that. Health endpoints. Get raw. Is that? Okay. I got an okay. All right. But that's me, isn't it? Let's add the verbose. Okay. That's what I guess I would expect. I can't get a metrics endpoint though, which would, I'm assuming, have a bunch of other data. Version, ReadyZ, LiveZ, HealthZ. And that's ReadyZ and HealthZ look the same. Same. Man, it's cold in my office. I need to turn up that heater. Okay. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Why are you not? My heater's not heating. Not cool. It's cold for a Californian, or at least a Southern Californian. So I can get those endpoints, but isn't there a way? Wait, where'd these APs go? I'm actually going to throw this in something. Move you out of the way. Okay. Because if I clean up controller, service metrics. Is there anything there? No. But there probably is going to be something on a metrics endpoint. No. Or I don't have access to it. I don't know if there's a network policy in place. Yeah. So I may have just a network policy that doesn't let me get to it. Where else could I go? There's a not this. I mean, but where do I get the there's a pods endpoint. I spell Kubernetes. Not that. There's a what's it called? Not workloads. API v1 pods. Nope. Not that one. Core. That's it. Core v1. No, that's not what I want. What does the actual URL look like? Is that the same spot? It is. Workloads. Core API v1. But if I, oh, it's not there. It's in here. No. Okay. I can get API. I can get, I don't know. All right. We're just going to take a hint. Yes, I'm sure. Need to handcraft. Oh, I was worried about that. Need a handcrafted admission review request. What is this? Cube review. Create cube admission review request from Kubernetes resource manifest. Cube review Linux. AMD 64. No, that's not what I want. I don't want it on here. Copy link. Okay. Did we get? Yay. Move cube review. Wait, what's my? To local bin cube control review. Sure. Export path. Wait. Make directory bin. Export path equals home bin. No. Path. Okay. There we go. Move cube review into bin cube control review. Segment. What? Am I on an ARM box? What is this? x86. Did I download the ARM? AMD 64. Segfault. Hold on. I downloaded the Linux. Wait, I just downloaded on my system. Cube review. AMD 64. It works here. Okay. Works on my machine. What? That's not what I want at all. ARM 64 Darwin Linux. Copy link. Plus X. Cube review. Segfault. Okay. So maybe that hint's not going to work for me. Let's look at what it does. Create deployment. How's it going to do? If I have a deployment, simple command line utility transform a provided Kubernetes resource into a Kubernetes admission review request as sent from the server. webhook is configured. I have the webhook. So if I run it, and this would let me create them. Running kube review can either be provided a file name with a resource to create mission review, or it can read from standard in. That's cool. So I still don't know how this piece of it works, and I don't have my own deployment, and I can't run it because of a seg fault. Why does a seg fault? I'm sure I don't have strace. No. Okay. So that's helpful because I should be able to create the admission review. I still don't know how I get them or what I do with it. Oh, I know. It's going to go through the webhook and spit this out for me with that environment variable because it has my container and resources. So I need it to run. I need a spec for a pod in that namespace. I could take this example. But if it crashes on me, that's not a good thing. You need to provide a subcommand. Oh, it does. It's seg faults if I don't have a subcommand? No, it's still seg faults. I don't know why it's seg faulting. Because I'm assuming I have to fix that. If I get that, like I could just take this example. Oh no. Wait. Let's try that again. Set, paste, insert. And then here I just need to is something secure. What was it called? View policy, sensitive NS. NS. That's all I need to do. And then I should be able to run kube review, create, and just a file. Yeah. But it's just seg faults. Is it downloading wrong? What's going on here? Do I have... Let's look at... Oh, no SHAs. I can't validate that I'm downloading this properly. I could do it this way. Where's my terminal go? And it works on my machine. It works on this box. Shell Linux host. MD5 some kube review. 09A5C. Let's just validate that it downloaded, right? Do I have an MD5? Probably don't have it. MD5. I do. 6F02. Wrong. That is definitely different. So I have a different file here. Okay, so we did not download it properly. Why not? Why are you not downloading properly? Copy link address, AMD64 Linux. Let's curl it down. Different. Still different. What? 427E. That's not what I got over here. Huh? What? I don't know what the sum's supposed to be. And none of these assets tell me the sum. Please, anyone that releases software, just add those as assets. The MD5 sums, the SHA-256. I don't care what it is. What should it be? I'm assuming it should be this because this one runs properly. But this one does not. Wait, I have a different sum though. I need to. Cube review. It didn't segfault. That's good, right? What? Is it doing anything? Cube review 0 bytes. So that's not a good sign. 9A5C for me, just in case. 9A5C. Okay, that's what I got here. So I know that's a good one. But I just downloaded a 0 byte file. Did I give the wrong command to curl? Curl save file. You know, curl, or was it? Is it capital O? Capital O will give me curl capital O quote. Nope, that was my copy paste from there. Copy link address. Curl capital O. Some cube. Still different. That's a 0 byte file. The 427E. That's 0 bytes. Why are you not download? wget cube review. That's not what I want. Keep selecting text and it's stealing my buffer. File size limit exceeded. Is my disk full? Oh, you're right on curl, huh? No, I'm using 8%. VLO. File size limit exceeded. This is all what? Pin. Curl LO quote URL. File size limit exceeded. Is there a limit on how big these files can be? What is that? File size limit exceeded curl. I don't know that error. Where is that coming from? How big is the file supposed to be? It's 33 megs. What if, 30, 31 megs. I can go back a version, slightly smaller. Okay. Why? And at least W gets something. And this is my MD5 sum 6F02. That was what it was having before. So it's like it's chunking off at the same spot, and I don't know why. File size that makes me succeeded on wget too. If I 1 meg, yeah, it's 1 meg out of 33 that it needs to download. If I look back at what I had before, I bet it's the same. Can I? Oh, let's see this. Do I have? Can I create a file bigger than 1 meg? Is it a file system limit? This might be like on this in this pod, we have some restriction that I can't make something bigger than a meg. I can just DD if I have DD. Because I'm not, my disk isn't full. Oops, there's no S and F. I got plenty of space. 1 gig file. There's a 100 meg file. Oh, dev. Do I have random? What do I have? Oh, you're random. Okay, that's good. The real random sort of file limit exceeded. Okay, so I can't make something that big. I can't download this file. I get a point for this, right? I bet it's 1 meg. Yeah, I can make 1 meg file, and then my file size is exceeded. Cool. So I can't download that plugin, but could I can create it. I have to create it by hand. That's what I got to do. Deployment. This is in taking a deployment, create an admission review. But see this. I don't have. How's that going to work? Because the output here is what would come back, right? This is what would come back from the webhook. So it has to be in that environment. That was my hint. And if I look at this administrative service that they say here, validate admission review here. Groups, object, scale. I just need to be able to send that. Admission review. Test admission review. I don't know how, if I send this down here, it said the response allowed Because does this actually mutate it? It must, though. Dang, I've already been going for an hour and a half. I'm going to take the hint. Yes. This is 3 ingredients. Converno's host name. Yep, got that. Relevant HTTP path. Oh, boy. Okay. HTTP path which can be found in Converno's source code and the admission review request. Okay. I'm not going to get that one. I'm not going to get it in another 20 or 30 minutes. Data leakage. Target Big Corp utilities outdated yet cloud support technology for data storage and production. But this technology was just error when access control was only network based. You mean like NFS? Uses outdated yet cloud supported technology. So mount. Let's look at mount. What are we mounting here? Overlay, resolve conf. That's temp. FS. Here's EFS. This is a network file share. NFS. NFS is notoriously known for not needing auth except for network. NFS v4 does, but even in AWS, it's still IP based basically. So we have that mounted at EFS. Flag. Boy, don't do that to me. No. I thought it was gonna be easy. Damon. Oh. What? Oh, jeez. I found it. How has no even the what? Even the daemon can't read it? I can remount it. Mine. Mine. Do I have sudo? No new privileges are available, but if I NFS, let's look up. Is there a specific flag for NFS v4? Linux. No. Type is NFS v4. Okay. NFS 4. Where was that? I saw it. Where'd you go? I should have written it down. FS, this. Writing it down this time. Sudo mounts type NFS 4 that into mine. Oh, that's mound. Can I mount? NFS not installed. User mounts not supported. This is support 3? No. It's right there. The flag's right there. Oh, Daniel, don't be obvious. Come on. That can't be. Wait. But I'm not. Okay. EFS. Flag. Read-only file system. And I can't read it, so I can't copy it. I can't change it because it's a read-only file system. I want to remount it as read-write. Logan, don't tease the commenters. See, I have read-only here. Address client address, local lock, none, remount NFS, read write. What? Path old. Oh, that's setting. That's choning, and I can't do that. There you go. Mount. Oh, that's said to answer the question. Can I? Is there a remount? Is there a remount and change? Options. Oh, so let's just try that. Rewrite. Not installed. User NFS mounts not supported. No new privileges. How do I get to it? You're right there. You don't have any extra permissions. Root, I can't. There's a trying to switch to that user, but even then the daemon user doesn't have read access on it. So I have to remount or create a new mount for that EFS that has either read write so I could change the permissions, or how else would I do that? I can't sudo. I can't do anything with that. Why did my heater turn off again? I'm still cold. What? Something's wrong because it says the indoor temperature in here is 77 and it is definitely not 77 degrees right now. So it can't be with sudo. How do I get just to that endpoint? Without needing sudo, because that required mount. Is there a way to NFS without root? No. Can I? Not even in there. Cool. You need an Xserve with infinite loop. Yes. Chris, do you have any spare old Xserves I could borrow? I did try to switch the daemon user and it did not work because any sudo commands are not working. So I'm like, can I get to and or set something about that endpoint, but I can't. Mtab? Is that Mtab? Mount tab. This. It's read only. Client ID. That's me. But I want to add like my user. That's it. Because I have network access. I just can't get to it. Chris, I don't want an Xserve. It's okay. I didn't like them when they were popular. They looked pretty. They looked very pretty. Silver in a rack of black. But this is even I need to write down the whole thing. Mount. Let me write down this whole thing. There we go. I only wrote down the server. So these options, NFS v4, read only, version 4.1, read size, write size, name length, hard links supported. I don't remember that one. TCP timeout 600. Retransmit twice. Local lock. Because I could set my user permissions if I could change this, but I can't do sudo, so I can't remount it. I'm taking a hint because I've been doing this too long. NFS cat? Oh, what? NFS cat? That's the thing? Hold on. I always like learning new things. It's cool. Okay. NFS. No way. No way. Copy. Oh. And what? I don't have it on my system either. Cat. How's this work? NFS cat. Oh, I needed the NFS. That's what I needed. Failed. Open invalid address. What did I do wrong? NFS. Oh, I don't need the colon. It's doing nothing. Okay. Oh, failed. What's NFSLS? Okay, same deal. NFSLS. Can't. But I'm assuming I don't have sudo access to do it. Nope, I can't because that's just privileges. But it's failing. Data temp. So this is right. But what if I do the IP address? Would it matter? Yep. NFS. Flag.text. No, same. Still gonna hang. It's just gonna arg. Following NFS parameters should be using. But I don't even have parameters to set. Do I? It doesn't give me options. Cursive. Discovery. I don't have an O option here. Oh. No. I don't have strace. At least I haven't in the past. I doubt I have it now. Yeah. If I do NFS cat O, wait. None of the above. Can I do O? Where is version 4.1? Let's just try add. Whoa. I'm assuming it's gonna fail on me. Word. Yeah, I can't specify options here, which is what their hint says. Following NFS parameters should use your connection string, version, UID, and GID. But NFS cat doesn't let me do that. How can I use... it would be in here. This would have been great if this worked. I got so close a couple times. Client address 3072. That's me. Oops. IPA. What? That's not me. I don't know. Now I'm even more confused. Oh. No. Where was this discovery option? The discovery option is FS cat discovery. Failed to open. What? It's in here. Oh, no. That's NFS LS. Discovery. This option is used to discover local NFS servers and to list exports for specific users. Okay, we'll list all the exports on the specified server. Oh, maybe there's another export. NFS LS. Go. Oh, discovery. I'm out of water. That's how I know I've been doing this too long. Failed to discover exports. Where was that? This one. IP address. Nope. Man, this has me defeated. I got 1, 2 out of 5. Not good. Failed to get exports. I learned some things. I know roughly where this needs to go. Did I already look at this one? I did. Apparently, the service mesh technologies. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna. Auth policy, namespace, deny, flag pod name, namespace, put post and get, authorization policy, action, deny, if it matches the pod. I don't have access. Wait. I'm root. Loading config file. I don't have it there. Flare. Cube. Well, but I'm root. I can read it. Let me read it. What? I'm not root. Huh? Oops, that's not what I want to do. Nothing in there. So it gotta be this player cube file. What? Lib NFS readme. You can add query string parameters for a user. Oh. Server for arg. Version 4. And what was the other thing? They gave me another hint. Version NFS default is 3. So user. All right, I'm going back to it. We gotta get one more. Gotta get at least one more. Oh. I still have my history. Yay. So we said we needed version, UID, and GID. Okay. NFS cat NFS colon. This is UID and GID. And that comes from here. Is that going to happen here? No. Default get UID. But if I just do 0 for root, 0, 0, I don't know. How did that username at? No, that's username. Arguments. Oh, it's at the end. Okay. Clear that. Good call there, Damon. Username. So it's version for and are we doing like URL and arg value? Okay, so version 4 1. UID 1 and this goes after the file. Failed, right? Path my question path? Must use escape if occurs in a path as special characters. Escape using hits. I don't have any special characters. So I should have /path arg UID GID and version. That was my hint, right? Version UID GID. Cat NFS flag text version 4 UID 1 GID 1. Failed. Bad export path. You can't see that because of my window. Do I need a trailing slash? Nope. It does have, no, because that's an example with a question mark in the path. So yeah, that's escaping it there. This is even tiny writing for me, and I'm looking at the screen. So I don't have a username, the server or IPv4, path, question arg values. And my arg values are UID, GID, and version. When running as root, netbinds or application binary, I can't run that, I'm sure. Huh. NFS. I'm going to take off the trailing slash. Wait, where did my... Hold on. It's off screen because I zoomed. I was like, my UID and GID disappeared, and that's why. I'm just going to try the IP. I know it says I can do any of them. Let's try. Which one was it? Is that address? NFS cat server fails. It doesn't like the quotes, but it still fails with the with the parameters. I think I'm doing that right. Okay, well, I do know that eventually this would probably work with some NFS cat's cool, but definitely a handy tool. Add that one to my, I know about this now. But based on this query path, let's just do an ls. Can we do an ls of that? Yes, that works. It didn't work before. Right? Because if I do it without that, I get nothing. So I know that is the valid call. If I just replace, it fails. Absolute path does not start with a slash. Ah, it's going to drive me crazy. And it does. I do see that. What? Path. Interesting that the, oh, because this is if there's a question mark in my path. But that's nothing. So you use to separate the path from the optional list of URL arguments. Yes. All right, I give up. I give up. That's a bummer. So I know roughly where the data leakage will go. The lateral movement, I think I know where we want it to go. Go back. There it goes. I think I know with lateral movement where we want it to go, but I couldn't download that file. But also I would have had to go find the path for Caverno. So that I don't know about. And then the other one, bypassing boundaries. What was this one? Oh, that was the root user one. Which again, I don't know. Yes, reveal a hint. Okay, and that one says for a hint, I have to look at Istio's IP table rules, which is if I'm root, I could do that. And it also gives me a hint that Etsy password, the 1337 user, find the user that can bypass IP tables rules. So you probably have to switch user to Istio to look at that. And we did find that a little bit before with the Istio IP tables, I think was the command. So I probably would have needed to switch to that. So, but that was a bummer. I only got 2 flags. Yeah, it's a fun game though. Thank you, WIZ, for creating it. I'll probably be bothered by a lot of this in the future and revisit it at some point because it's going to bother me that I didn't get some of those flags that I knew I should be capable of getting. So thanks everyone for coming and watching and for the help for pointing me in various directions. That's, yeah, sometimes you just get blind when you're looking at it too deep. So but we'll stop there. It was a good 2 hours of attempting to break into it and only getting 2 flags, but good times. So have a good weekend, everyone. Talk to you soon.